we go about giving them the quantum numbers. Okay, so now question 10, we want to classify whether each of the following are elements, compounds, or a mixture. Okay, so this is relative. We're going to kind of blaze through this because at first glance most of these are relatively straightforward. Okay, so let's start with diamond. Okay, diamond is composed of carbon. Okay, only carbon. This right here is considered an element. Okay, and that's all you need to know. Diamond is an element because it's only composed of carbons. Alright, air. Okay, it's a mix, already hint there, of water, nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, like water vapor, whatever's in the atmosphere, whatever's in the air, a lot of different things that you inhale and exhale. Unfortunately, if somebody like farted, methane is mixed in there as well or something. But point being is that it's a lot of different compounds mixed together. So that one would be a mixture. Kyrpton, as the name shows, is just the element krypton. This also be an element. Alright, water. This would be just a compound and not an element because, as you can see here in its name, it's composed of different things. So water is a compound. And with that note, ammonia is also a compound. And wood. This one is going to be, ooh, that's tricky. That's real tricky. That's real tricky. I'm gonna say it's a mixture. Yeah, because, oh man, how do I even explain this? Mixture compound. It's definitely not an element because you can't find wood on the periodic table. I want to say it's a compound because that's a very specific part of, I guess, trees. If it was like a whole tree, that'd be more of a mixture because it's made up of different compounds to put together. Like humans, we're mixtures because we're made up of different compounds. Shoot, but if it's just wood, if we're assuming, nope, because wood cells have different molecules in them, I'm gonna say it's a mixture because the fact that we're dealing with organic elements, and if like you're, you know, obviously like us where we have cells and everything, cells are a good example of also mixtures because not everything in the cell is made up of the same type of compound. You have carboxylic acids, you have hydrocarbons, you have sugars, you have proteins, you have fats, and those are all different compounds. And even those fats, for example, are different types of fats, which are different compounds. So I'd say it's a mixture. And you know, same thing with like plant life. You know, in a plant cell, you have very different types of compounds in there. Dry ice. Okay, this one's a compound because of its formula. Okay, it's just there. Sugar is a compound. Same reason. Sulfuric acid, also a compound. Okay, and bismuth is just, you can actually find it on a periodic table. It's just an element. Okay, alcohol, you can actually see it, it's going to be a compound. Okay, salt, still a compound, but it's an ionic compound, but you still say it's a compound. Bronze. Okay. Bronze. Ooh, that's tricky. This is a compound. Okay. And to further elaborate, this is a metallic compound. I'm not sure which metals, but different metals are bonded together to form bronze. Maybe wrong about that one. Baking soda is a compound as well. Milk. Surprise, surprise, actually a mixture. Because just as how you see the 2% milk, 5% milk, you can tell from the percentage, a lot of it, as the name implies, is actually like water. And then the other is like the actual like lactose compound in there. And that's what constitutes as milk. Gasoline. Oh my gosh, this list is amazing. Is actually a mixture as well. Because if you remember, well, I mean, I'm not sure if anyone has actually gotten gas if you're watching this, but for those that have, you can see like the different levels of gas. Those are like in terms of like its purity of how much of a certain compound it has, where it has like other impure substances in it. So it's actually a mixture as well. Okay, uranium. I'm actually gonna highlight the ones I'm not sure about. Bronze. I think I've convinced myself on wood. Uranium is an element. Okay. Pail of garbage. Okay. It's a mixture. I got stumped because the next question is energy. And energy, I'm gonna just say that it's a none. Because even if you're thinking of like neon lights, you can say that's an element, but energy itself, where you have like electrons moving in and out, or if you have like positron decay or like anything happening where energy is released, that is usually shown in the form like waveform particles. So if we're dealing with particles, I'm gonna say they're elements. That's the closest thing we can get to. But I'm gonna say that technically the best thing would just be saying none, but I'm gonna say element in this case. Ink is a mixture, because same thing kind of like with the milk. It's water and other things. Titanium is a element, because it's actually shown on the periodic table. Iron is also an element. Electricity, I'm going to say elements as well, kind of following the same as energy. Okay, these two. Okay, when you're transferring electrons and stuff, you're still working with particles. That is what electricity is, the transfer of electrons typically. That's why you have like the voltaic cells and all that stuff. But yeah, popcorn. Following the same trend of wood, I'm going to say it's a mixture, because each cell, because popcorn is technically an organic stuff. It's not living anymore, but you get what I mean, as it has cells in there, and those cells compose of different things. A dog, just like humans and popcorn, it's also a mixture. Gold is an element. Pizza is a mixture. And concrete is going to be a mixture, because if you ever heard of like concrete mix, and it's like a mixture of just different stuff together, because if it was, that's the thing, like assuming if it was a compound, concrete theoretically would have like the same color, shape, and everything, like all uniform. We notice that there's all these bumps and everything. There's rocks mixed in there as well, literal rocks. Those aren't the same compounds. So with that being said, let's see how we did. Alright, so let's go back to the top. Diamond element, perfect air, mixture, Kyrpton element, water compound. ammonia compound, wood mixture. Nice. Dry ice compound, sugar compound, sulfuric acid compound, bismuth element, alcohol compound, salt compound, bronze mixture. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we are on a roll, but I guess that makes sense because, well, what is bronze a mix of? Let's actually find out. Bronze is made of copper and tin. It's an alloy. Are alloys mixtures? Alloys, all alloys are mixtures, but not all mixtures are alloys. Interesting. So bronze is a mixture because it's an alloy. Good to know for metals in general. So metallic compound, well, they're not even metallic compounds, they're called alloys because they form metallic bonds with each other, like tin and copper. That's what copper and tin to make bronze. So just remember that even though they're considered metallic bonds, these are alloys, it seems. Okay, so baking soda, where are we? Compound. So this is the one I'm gonna underline, the one that I think do stand out, like that. Baking soda is a compound. Mix is a mix. Milk is a mixture. Gasoline is a mixture. Uranium is an element. Pail of garbage is a mixture. Energy, not any of them. Thank you, I had a feeling. Electricity, not any of them either. So, yeah. Ink, mixture. Titanium element. Iron element. Popcorn, mixture. A dog, mixture. Gold element. Pizza, mixture. Concrete, mixture. Okay, so we're kind of on the same page for everything, but remember that alloys, which is like bronze, and even a good example of an alloy is also like steel. Steel is an alloy, okay, and steel is a mixture or compound. You should see that steel is a mixture. Yep, steel is a mixture of iron and carbon fused together. So in fact, it's not even the alloy because it actually has carbon in it, but still a mixture. This is correct. More correct than mine, that's for sure. We gave it our best shot. Let's move on to question 11.